Go.
Hi, my name's Toby Muslim. I'm not what you'd call a closet homosexual since about 1996, I'd have to say. I was born in 1996, so let's clear that up. Yes, what I came onto the show to say was, how I met, Daniel Radcliffe, Tom Cruise, and George Clooney. So let's start with Daniel. He is the hunky star of Harry Potter. So what I did was I kind of snuck onto the set, and I kidnapped Daniel Radcliffe, if we could put it. So we get home to my place, and having an exact replica of Harry's wand, after shoving it up my ass for pleasure, I kind of used a spell called Bloweth Jobbeth on Danny Radcliffe, and he started blowing me. He was going to town. 4 hours later, I couldn't even make proper sentences. I was so embarrassed. I was intoxicated by the pleasure of this blowjob I was getting from Danny Radcliffe. So the only sentences I could really make were yes, yes, God, yes, Daniel, yes, blow me harder, yes, yes, yes. So, 4 hours later, I'm pretty knackered, you know. I go down to the local gay bar and get myself a semen cocktail. Refreshing. I love the taste. They bleach my teeth like a bitch. So I go home and, Daniel's gone, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm not getting him back. He's probably doubled his security by now. So, I targeted the star of that hunky movie, Night and Day, Tom Cruise. Kinda short, kinda fun-sized, I guess you could put it. So I took him back to my place, and these words have come up earlier in the interview. Blowus Dickus. Yes, he gave me a blowjob. He was he was like a motorboat, actually. He was so fast, so ruthless. I loved it. So 3 hours, most exhausting time of my life. 3 hours. I chained him to the bed because I didn't want him getting away like the last one. So I went back to the gay bar and picked myself up a case of semen cocktails. Didn't want to get dehydrated later. So yeah, I'm sitting at home, drinking some semen cocktails. I'm doing what I like to pretend I'm Indiana Jones sometime and explore the caves of the anal region. No. You know that bit in Raiders of the Lost Ark where he's running and there's the big boulder behind him? Well, that was kind of like when I was trying to take my head out of his ass, because this big shit was coming and I could see it. I didn't want it in my mouth. Not yet, anyway. Not yet. So I only just got out, really. And it kind of sprayed over my face. I was just like, yes, Tommy, let's do it. So I licked that up. I made a good job of cleaning that mess up. I was checking Tom Cruise's phone, and I realized his most called list was George Clooney. So I'm like, speed dial number 1. Hi George, how's it going? This is Tom. George says to me, this isn't Tom, I can tell. Tom's a much deeper voice. He's like, hello George. So I was like, okay, well I got Tom hostage actually. So if you want him back, without any bodyguards, you're gonna have to come to pick him up from my place. So yes, I'll see you there in an hour. So hang on, in about an hour of really good cave exploring, if you know what I mean. Yeah, George Clooney arrives, and I'm like, oh, hello there, George. So, I bring him inside. I explain the situation. I tell him about how I was fixing his car for him, and no sexual activity was going on, and BAM! I hit him with a chair. He was out cold. By the time he wakes up, he is, you know when you, like, stretch out a possum, and it's like an X sort of shape? He was chained like that to my bed, face down, naked, and I was really enjoying the firmness of his ass while I just I just gave him a rootin' toot right there, rootin' toot. Going to town a lot. Yes, George, do me? Oh, yes. And he wakes up and he's like, what the hell is going on? To which I reply, shh, no need to talk. And then I shoved some shit in his mouth. I let him munch on my shit for a little while longer. So a little while later, the cops came to my place. They'd had an anonymous tip-off, it would seem, from a young withered Daniel Radcliffe had tipped them off. So these cops turn up, and at first I thought Tom had called them to make a porno. So I started getting feisty. I thought, I'm giving hand jobs all around here, and these cops are standing there like, what the hell is this guy doing? I'm just like, hey buddy, how's it going? Ready to do this porno? He slapped some handcuffs on me, and I was like, this is kinky, the cold steel against my body. I was completely naked, actually. They take me downtown to the police station. I figure they must have a good setup in there. So I get in there, and there's this really butch guy, and he starts raping my ass. I was loving this. The feel. Like, he must have African descendants, because his penis was probably that round. He was going to town. I was enjoying that so much. I give it a lot, and I take blowjobs, but I give a lot. It was good to take, for once. So, once he's done, and I'm covered in semen. This guy has reserves like a frickin' bank. I get released out of jail, and I realize that wasn't a porno. So I slipped under the jail bars $20 for the guy that raped me, and I went home. And that is how I met Daniel Radcliffe, Tom Cruise, and George Clooney. Thank you for listening. Good night.